everyone, and welcome to Angel's Peaceful Garden. I'm a beginner gardener in Gardening Zone 8B in Texas, and today is my actual 53rd birthday. So I'm going to spend it with you guys in my peaceful garden, doing what I love to do on my day off. I have a lot to get done, and the first thing that we're going to do is chop down these broccoli trees over here that are going to flower and to mend these bags so that we'll have them ready to use for our tomatoes and cucumbers. So let's get started. This knife is real sharp and it does scare me a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie, but I got it from Dollar Tree and it is super sharp and it's exactly what I need to get through these stalks on this broccoli. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that. We have harvested quite a bit of broccoli and side shoots off of these plants, and I even harvested what leaves I could, and we ate those as greens, so they have served us well. And now we're going to take them out of the garden. I'm real clumsy, y'all, so I don't want my husband to have to come home and take me to the emergency room. That would be something that would happen to me on my birthday. These roots are all the way down in here, so I'm gonna have to actually cut into the dirt to get it out. Okay, I'm gonna speed the rest of this up. I'm having to cut all through this dirt because there's so many roots in here. I mulched pretty heavily in here, but now it's just a lot of wood chips on top of the soil, so I'm gonna try to get some of the wood chips out. Just gonna put them back here. Where the guys that did the fence did some concrete. Oh my goodness, I think this broccoli was root bound. Now that I think, because there was two of them in here. And this root system is all the way to the bottom of this bag. And somebody asked me what size these bags are over here. These are 20-gallon grow bags. This is wrapped all around this knife. I think that's as good as I'm gonna be able to get that one. So I finished cutting all these out, but y'all got jokes because this was my first time doing this, and I sat down here thinking it was going to take me like 15 minutes to pop all these out, and I was just going to play around in the dirt, and you know, it wasn't going to take that much intense work. But some experienced gardener is on here, and y'all was like, this girl thinks she about to pop these out. Okay, it's about an hour later. I didn't have any ants, so that was good. But now I've just finished cutting the roots. I have not amended anything. So right now what I'm gonna do before I put dirt in these and make them heavier, before I move them where I want to move them, I'm going to put down some landscape fabric in the cattle panel, and I will bring y'all back once I'm done doing that. Okay, so we finally made it over to the cattle panel. So we have our bags, and I am going to amend them with compost and bone meal and blood meal, and top them off so that they will be ready for the spring planting. I'm going to bring y'all a little closer so you can see what I'm doing in the bag. It's starting to get hot out here, y'all. I did start out early in the morning, but it is now getting a little warm out here. This soil was very dry and probably very depleted of nutrients. So it needs all this compost that I'm adding into it. All right, bone meal and blood meal. After I'm done putting all these amendments in here, I will water this, and it'll still sit for a few days before I plant in it. And when I plant out in the hole, I'll add more amendments as well. I'm gonna have to go get some more amendments because I'm just realizing that this bag is almost empty. I took a little break, went to the store, picked up some blood meal, and I also got a bag of Black Cow because I think these bags are worse than I thought. So I'm going to use a little bit of Black Cow. Black Cow does have 0.5 of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. So that should help it out a little bit more. Plus it's got cow manure in it. So that should help this out, this situation. I need to raise the soil level of this a little bit more anyway. So this will do both. All right, we've completed the project over here. So now I'm gonna move on to healing my potatoes. Now we're gonna heal the potatoes. And what that means is when I planted them, I only planted them 2 to 4 inches deep so that the sprouts could come through and get to the sun quickly. Once they sprout and get to a little bit taller height, then you put more soil around them so that more potatoes can grow and you can get a higher yield on your potatoes. What I'm going to heal them with is compost and perlite, and then I'm also going to feed them with an all-purpose fertilizer and some bone meal as well. So whenever you heal them, you want to make sure that you give them some more nutrients in the soil as well. And you don't want to cover up any smaller sprouts, so make sure you're checking for where your shortest sprouts are in the bucket as well, because you can't go up past that level. These right here are Kennebec that I'm doing right now. Healing also helps the plant to be a little bit more stable, because you could need some type of support once it grows up, because they can get pretty tall. Okay, I think that's about all I can do in this one, because I do have some smaller sprouts in here. This is an all-purpose fertilizer, and I'm putting it around, and I'm going to scratch it into the soil. In the comments, let me know if you have another process for planting y'all's potatoes, because I told y'all I have not had a ton of success. I've had some success, but I'd like to get better at growing potatoes, because it's one of those crops that can be a heartier meal if we actually need it to eat from this garden out of necessity. Okay. Another one done. All right, so these are Yukon Gold as well. All of these look about the same height, so I'm gonna go up, and I have some more room in this bag because I can pull this up some. Have y'all planted potatoes? What varieties are you planting? Let me know in the comments. This is crazy how fast these have grown. Leave that right there. I think that's pretty good. I don't know what, y'all, but I think the mustards are doing their job and being a trap crop, because that's what they were for. And they are getting eaten up over here in this bed and in these grow bags. So I'm gonna let whatever it is have those, because I don't want them messing with my potatoes. This is the bed where we had ants, and they were in that section over there. I think we got them. I think that 7 worked. I'm hearing from you guys that I could have also used diatomaceous earth. So in the future, we'll try that, because I think that might be a more organic, more safe solution. So once I run out of the 7, I will definitely try that diatomaceous earth. And thank y'all for suggesting it. So that's all we have for today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on my birthday while I was amending bags and healing my potatoes and having a ball. And I did. Y'all, I watched a whole movie while I was out here. Well, that's what I like to do. I like to listen to 90s action movies while I'm gardening. I don't know if anybody else has something that they like to do while they're gardening, but that's what I like to do. So I listened to a whole movie while I was out here, and I really enjoyed it. So thank you again for stopping by. I hope you'll come back and see us. If you enjoyed today's video, please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, may the good Lord take a liking to you.